It's been said from the old days, a good woman can lift you to the stars, and a bad woman can bring you down to hell. And it's true, and it will always stay true, my friends. There are actually good women who will support you in life, who will stand by you, who will be there when you need them for the things that you need them for. They will treat you well in front of your friends. They will take care of you and your family. And in exchange, you are, of course, to take care of her and provide her with what she needs to be happy, and be there for her, and be kind to her and her family, and help each other in life. We all need a friend and a lover to succeed. Unfortunately, there aren't many of these women around, and with the laws, don't underestimate the atrocious, evil divorce laws of the West. When I say West, I mean mostly Western Europe and US and Canada. Actually, luckily, about 85% of the world is still has gone crazy. And I've said it before, and I say again, the divorce laws of the West have nothing to do with love, marriage, companionship, and everything to do with a business contract that's written by lawyers for the benefit of the lawyers. They say in any elongated divorce war, it's the lawyers on both sides that win. We all know that's true. If you have any brain in your head, you know that's true. They actually hate it. The lawyers hate it when you quickly reconcile with your wife and there's no fight and you've already decided who gets what. But going back to the main point, these women that I spoke of, the good women that will lift you in life, do not exist too much in the West. You'd be lucky if there's maybe 3%. And that is because of the laws there. The divorce laws in the West are so bad that even if you find a woman in the East and bring her to the West, to the UK, to France, Germany, US, Canada, they will immediately, they will in short order become ruined. They actually become worse than the women that you originally escaped from. Because at least the women that are here, they're born and raised into it with all the opportunities that are given to women available, all the government support and money and all the divorce laws and everything. They're familiar with it. The ones you bring in from the East, some sucker goes to some Asian country and sees this real subservient woman who takes care of him and is so sweet and loving and accommodating and always says yes because she's on her best behavior over there in her own country, because she knows that if she steps out of line, you've got 1,001 other options. And she's right, younger, better, thinner than her, that would be more than happy to take her place. But when you bring these women to the West, they're not familiar with all the opportunities that are available to them. And it's like suddenly bringing a kid to a toy store. She quickly gets together with her friends, and her friends know lawyers who speak her language, no matter what country she comes from, and they quickly tell her that, hey, if you've got that marriage contract, you've got a certificate of entry into the gold mine. And usually, they say you should not make generalizations. I'm going to go on a limb and say usually the type of guy that goes to these countries in the East and gets fooled and tricked into marrying, they're usually the type that are not very street smart. They could be very successful in their business. I have seen it with my own eyes. The men that are very, very, very successful, they have a very well-paying job, they have several expensive homes and everything, lots of assets and net worth. But in the department of women, they become soft mush. They meet some working girl, for lack of a better term, in a bar, who tells them, I love you, and she's about 25 years younger, and these guys are coming out of horrific divorces. They've been neglected and ignored. Suddenly they see this girl who's their daughter or granddaughter's age paying attention to them and saying I love you and giving them a massage and taking care of their sexual needs and cooking and cleaning for them and everything, they go, oh my God, I've hit a gold mine. I'm gonna bring her back home. And that's when disaster starts. So these girls are actually, when they come to the West, they actually become far worse than the women that these guys ran away from. I've heard stories where this woman was actually got involved with another man while the man who brought her was at work. She started an affair. She actually married the second guy, and she started slowly selling the furniture of the first guy, the first husband. And one day when the guy comes home and sees the home is nearly empty, and she says, "Yep, I've found another guy, and I'm marrying you, and I'm divorced, and I'm marrying him. I'm sorry, and I'm divorcing you. And if you have anything to say, here's the telephone of my lawyer." So, by all means, I do not want you to misunderstand that this my videos are any kind of a attack on women. They're just a reflection of reality. Yes, if you have any kind of assets worth speaking of and you marry a woman in the West, you're basically getting on a plane who's got not 50 but about a 75% chance of crashing and taking you down with it. Because that's just the way it is. The way the laws are in the West, the way the delusional women and their unrealistic expectations and their long list of qualifications that they have for men, and the power that they have given to them by these corrupt, evil lawyers, will basically is guaranteed to destroy you. You stand no chance. Believe me, if somebody like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and Ron Levin and all these other millionaires who can afford the best lawyers on the planet get their shirts taken away from them, you have no chance. And I come to you with no bitterness. I love women. I couldn't live without them. I'm always in a relationship with them. Since high school, I cannot remember a time where I was out of a relationship with a woman. I just refused to marry them. And so there is no bitterness, nothing against women, but I would be remiss if I did not reflect reality and what I have learned personally and indirectly from people from all walks of life. So remember that age-old sayings like a good woman can lift you up and a bad woman can bring you down, and the other more important saying, which is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, can save you a lot of headache, gentlemen. God bless till the next video.